What is up, YouTube? Expose him back with another video. And guys, in this video I'm gonna be talking about screens in NBA 2K17. Now, a lot of people complain about screens and talk about screens like as a bad thing, and if you don't run ISO, you're trash, you need screens to score, blah blah blah. So that's what I'm gonna talk about in today's video. So first off, when I use my Playmaker, I don't run screens. That's just the way I prefer it. But there's a lot of people that do use screens, and then there's a lot of people that don't use screens. However, their goal is to make it as realistic as possible. And people always complain that the game isn't realistic. And guys, picks are a part of the game, actual NBA. It's a concept every single team runs. So if you want the game to be realistic, picks have to be involved. Kyrie runs ISO sometimes, but a lot of the time, Tristan Thompson sets screens, all that. Steven Adams always sets Westbrook screens. Everybody in the NBA uses screens because it's a play and a concept that makes it easier to score. Now, yes, the screens are a little bit excessive in this game. Throughout the whole NBA season, you might get lucky to find a couple like crazy brick wall animations that happen in the NBA. But in 2K, you get knocked to the ground a lot. However, that's easy to avoid. Just don't run into the screen. Now, people say, A, it doesn't take any skill to use screens. Like, B, you suck, you need screens to score and all that. But guys, although it takes not a lot of skill to score off screens, personally in 2v2s, I don't like to use screens. I think it feels weird and it takes some getting used to, but once you do it a lot, you'll get used to it and stuff. But people complain that it takes no skill to use screens and score. However, it takes no skill really to guard a screen. So that's why I don't understand why people complain about it so much. It's so easy to guard. You just need to have a little IQ and a little skill to guard a screen. So that's why I don't understand when people complain about screens. You just talk with your teammate, pick a side, guard it, and it's super easy. I don't know why people complain about it. Two, if they beat you, their strategy worked better than yours if they beat you. Even if they had to use screens to win, the objective of the game is to win. You want to win when you play. If they win while using screens and you lose while running ISO, their just strategy and technique was better than yours. I don't care if he just used rhythm dribble one around the screen. He won, they beat you, fair and square. So, and screens are a part of the game, so you might as well use it. Now, park cards, that's different. That's a whole like unnatural thing that is not actual basketball, but screens are. Screens are a real life concept that you should take advantage of if you need them to score in 2K17. Now, next thing, if you're a playmaker, you have pick and roll maestro on Hall of Fame. You get like a crazy boost added to all your stats after a pick is set. So after the center sets a pick, you get a boost to all your stats. Whether it be that increase in your mid-range or increase in your three-pointer, but it does give a boost to your stats, so you might as well use it. And the next thing is, if you have a glass cleaner on your team, you have all those badges made for that bruiser, brick wall. He's made to set screens. If you have a stretch with you, they have catch and shoot, corner specialist, deep range, deadeye, limitless range. They have shooting badges, so yeah, throw him in the corner, throw him at the wing, run ISO, and then he could hit those shots. But a glass cleaner, is strength is to set screens. That's the archetype that he's there for. Yeah, he could go to the corner and hit threes, but get a stretch big if you're gonna do that. If you have a glass cleaner on your team, use him for screens. There is no point in running a glass in the corner when you could have a stretch in the corner. So if you have a glass on your team, you might as well use them for the screens. You don't see Dwight Howard spotting up in the corner. You see him setting big body screens and then cutting, dunking it down off an oop or whatever. Same thing with DeAndre Jordan. You don't see these guys posting up in the corner because that's what they are, glass cleaners. You don't see them posting up in the corner because that's not actual basketball. And I know 2K isn't actual basketball, but if you have a glass cleaner on your team, you should take advantage of him having those badges. Just like the stretch gets an advantage from having all those shooting badges, you should be using that advantage of the glass cleaner to your advantage. Alright, now looking past the fact that, hey, he's a playmaker, he should be running ISO, let's go into the sharpshooter. Still a lot of people say, oh, you need screens, but guys, a sharpshooter is 6'2". I run screens all the time with my sharpshooter. I haven't played like a game without running with a glass cleaner, because as a sharp, being 6'2" and then being slower than a playmaker, having barely any stamina, you can only do a couple moves. It's hard to run ISO, and then you're short, so it's easy to catch up with and block you in the paint. Yeah, I'll run it a couple times, but ISO isn't the way to go with a sharpshooter. You might as well run with a glass cleaner and just hit the deep threes, set the picks. Who cares if people call you trash? You won the game, you're using your strategy to your advantage. You know what I mean? Your setup, you're winning the game, that's the objective. You're completing the objective. And it is not that hard to guard screens, so I don't understand why it's that big a deal this year. Like, yes, screens are used much more than in past years, but screens are part of the game and you gotta just deal with it, you know? And guys, I'm not saying don't shoot threes with your glass cleaner. If you could knock them down, go ahead and shoot it. Let me know down below what you guys think about screens, because I have a mixed opinion on it. Like, this video seemed kind of like heavy towards, hey, he likes screens, but I really don't care. If they were to go, I wouldn't be upset. If they were to stay, I wouldn't be upset. I've just accepted the fact that they're in the game, you know. But that's all. That was just my opinion on screens. Let me know what you guys think down below, because I know a lot of you guys have a different opinion and think that if they're a playmaker, they should just be running ISO and do all the dribbling. And that's what I do. I have fun doing that, but some people just want to win, so they get their glass cleaner, set screens, and that's how they do their scoring. But guys, you just got to get chemistry with the teammate and put that time in and get better at defense, and then they'll be easy to clamp up. There's not much you could really do in this game. It's easy to guard a lot of the moves, and just to play defense on this game, I feel like, I don't know if you guys feel like the same way, but at this point in the game, I feel like I could read people's combos pretty easily. I get caught like every once in a while pretty bad, but this point in the game, it's kind of easy to play defense. And I also wanted to mention, like, when people are running ISO, a lot of people just spam the same move over and over, and they just go until they get an ankle breaker animation, and then they get all happy and they think they're the shit because they got an ankle breaker. And do that every single play, you know, running ISO. They think they're good because they're running ISO, yet they're doing the same move every single time. Win to get an ankle breaker animation, doing it the whole 24 seconds. Then they score, and then they think they're the shit, you know, and they keep doing it. Then there's people that are good, you know, that have a lot of combos, could combo up, and can consistently kill their defenders. If you could do that, then you should be running ISO. You could run ISO, you know. But say you're just gonna run the same move, just do it behind screens. Like, there's no point in just spamming the same damn move until you get an ankle breaker ISO. It's just really annoying, and it wastes the whole shot clock. That's why I'm kind of happy it's make it taken out, because that would make games take forever. They just go back and forth across the whole court. But that's all, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and peace, YouTube.